Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. All right.
How are you, my friend? Nice to see you here.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
So, most from Japan. I'm a teaching professional in New York area, and I was learning from this great guy.
Right.
How many years? 6 years?
2014, 2015. Yeah, it's been 10 years.
Wow.
So,
One of my favorite students of all time.
Right.
So,
For the record, there's no other golf professional that has come to me on gears as many times as Taiki has to improve his understanding of
Oh,
golf.
there you go.
So I'm very impressed by his commitment. He would drive from Long Island all the way to Greenwich,
Nice.
which is not easy to do at 3 o'clock.
Oh, I can imagine the
well,
traffic.
It was my greatest time learning from
Excellent.
him. So,
Thank you.
So, when I do go back and forth here in Japan, and whenever I go back to Japan, I see a lot of people swinging like this. Oops, sorry. Oh no, I did too good.
Oh,
So, they load it to the right a lot, and
Yep.
then immediately they're gonna over rotate and
Yeah.
like
Okay.
this. And you change my pattern. I was like, I was swinging like this, had no control over the ball,
ball.
flight, hitting shortest, and now I'm well done.
okay.
So
Nice to hear.
I want you to explain clearly for Japanese people that why this is not good from your perspective.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, I'm out.
I'll take the backswing. You'll take the downswing.
Happy to.
You talk about the muscles involved.
Okay.
Okay. So I would say that understanding the task of hitting the golf ball is making sure that we understand where low point is. So we'd want to, I'd like to contribute it a little bit more towards like a door frame, the hinges in the door frame, wanting to make sure that we're always closing it. So the more you start moving the centers of the shoulder away from the wall, right, the harder it is to get back.
So the reason why a Toyota car or a Lexus, Japanese car,
Japanese car.
catches the lock every time is because the radius isn't fluctuating in the door and the hinge isn't moving all over the place.
So that would be, so I've moved the hinge the furthest, which now has the greatest amount of time in a very short period of time to get back to where it kind of started. So,
Under the guise of power,
yes,
players, not only Japanese but all over the world, will move their centers to the right. So we would feel that you'd be better off by being centered in the pivot. So the left shoulder being the center of the swing goes around another center, which is the base of the neck or the shoulders. So we want to keep the base of the neck centered, or the head. You know, if you put your hand on my head here, as I make a backswing, my head is not going to shift to the left, and it's definitely not going to shift to the right.
so we're blending the extending, tilting, and turning to
Standing,
stay centered.
tilting, and turning.
And then we would say that, because we all three of us have a gear system,
Yep.
that you see the worst golfers, the highest handicappers, translating the most to the right,
Yes.
the fastest, and then they're the slowest going forward. And then you see the better golfers moving back to the target faster and going forward the longest
And sooner.
and sooner. The timepiece.
Sure.
Right? So there's a rates and a time.
And the more better players don't go back. More better players go forward only.
Yeah.
100%. And what that would do is keep more draw on the ball, more outward path.
Yep. Get rid of slices. One of the things that if they all did this, right, we'd be teaching people not slicing patterns to fix, hooking patterns.
Yep.
Right? Push draw patterns, maybe to reduce the draw.
Yeah.
Right? So there's a lot of people that I teach online and here is like, I'm just going to have this crazy push draw. And then once we can do that, then we'll learn to tame it a little bit more. But there's too much spinning out involved.
Yeah.
Okay?
My thought is with that is the more that you translate back,
Yep.
the stronger and more aware you have to be of where you're at in space.
Yes,
Coming
timing
back and
piece.
stopping.
Yes.
And that's the timing piece. And
But
then it's
also
like
maybe some strength, extra strength.
and
Yep.
coordination
Yep.
and proprioceptive feedback, knowing where you are in space, and especially with my older golfers.
Oh, that's
when
hard
I
for
see
them.
like my 50 plus, you know, that when they start going this way, they have a hard time going, okay, where's center? Right?
Yeah.
Where's center? Sometimes they start going this way, or sometimes they just stay back.
And then
it's
they
like,
start
"Man, it's just
extending too
easier
fast."
than-"
Yeah.
So would you say that the players who can move off the ball who are successful are the most gifted in that, and beginner
Absolutely.
golfers trying to learn the game would add the most complexity and make it the hardest to learn.
Yes, I made a comment in like a video I made a couple of weeks ago where I just said like, hey, I think it would be more advantageous to stay forward,
Yeah.
Throughout the backswing than it would be to try and retranslate or reconnect. And I took a surprising amount of heat for that.
Oh, absolutely.
Welcome to the show.
That's right, yeah, absolutely. So,
What do you do?
so drill-wise for backswing,
Yep.
I would think that we would probably agree that to help the translation would be a little bit more revolving, kind of having the trail foot back a little bit more, trying to feel less translation, learning how to stabilize the lead leg to create some strength and some awareness to the backswing piece.
Yep.
Okay? Now, I would say that, correct me if I'm wrong, right, but I would like to see more, I would say pivot taking the clubs up, arms taking the club down.
Sure.
More so, to kind of get rid of the overuse of the trail leg, which then keeps the fourth accumulator loaded, keeps it pinned. 6 is too far up and back, then you only have this left, and then there's no compression to the equation. So we got the trail foot back to help people with the backswing pieces, to help stay them a little bit more centered. Would there be any kind of specific drills that you would want somebody to do to help that component?
But help the backswing.
The fitness,
help
the fitness piece, yes.
the fitness piece
Yeah.
of
So
well,
somebody's not that strong
yeah.
with the lead side, you've done that, what would you do for them?
Hold on, let me re-ask that one more time.
Sure, they're not that strong in the lead
Yep.
side,
Yep.
so you're going to try to help strengthen it so that they can learn how to use the left leg more
leg
in the
in the
backswing.
backswing.
Yeah, so they're not translating so far to the right.
One of the ones that I like is working on individual hip stabilization drills. So I do, one of the ones I really like is hip openers. So it's like a single leg deadlift move where what we do is we work on single leg deadlift. For anyone who doesn't know, basically we push back and we load into this position. What I like doing is I like working hip openers from this position where what I'm trying to do is keep the knee straight.
Yep.
And I'm trying to open the back hip and contract both glutes in the backswing.
Okay.
Or in the back motion. And what that does is that allows you to basically keep the glutes, engage the glutes and keep the glutes strong as you turn, that I'm not getting this move and I'm not getting that move. So it actually limits my translation where I'm actually working on centering my hips, movement around my hips. That's what
Okay.
I like.
Perfect. Okay, so now we got the backswing, we got the fitness piece. So let's kind of work the circle again. So what would you say then, Michael? So they understand the backswing now.
Yep.
They've gotten some more strength and awareness to stay a little bit more centered.
Yep.
So what would be your big drill then for the downswing piece to help them understand how to maybe unload the fourth accumulator a little faster and then what I call kill the trail leg?